RSL Nation! What's up?
Bienvenidos, bienvenidos. We back.
A los hermanos.
Why does the whitest guy speak Spanish immediately?
You're funny. He's like, yep, yep. Welcome, guys, to another episode of the Bros, the Hermanos, whatever you want to call us. Um, this is gonna be jam packed as always, but guys, I think this is almost gonna be way too jam packed. I don't know if an hour, a little over an hour, is enough time for us, but
We'll
we're
make it
gonna
work.
we'll make it work.
Have so many things that we're pushing one thing until next week.
Oh yeah, it's so much so that we're pushing one thing to next week. That's
It
right.
makes sense to push that one thing to next week, though.
It's true.
Now everyone's be like, "What's that one thing for next week?" You'll find out next week.
But I guess we will give you a preview so how we look forward to next week. We are doing Leagues Cup preview. So get ready. All right. Today, the schedule is as follows. We're going to talk about the Portland and the Cincy game. Okay. Both, I think, pretty good games. RSL doing a really good job. So we're going to talk about both games right off the bat. After that, there are a couple more transfer rumors that we got to cover
Uh,
before the window opens today, didn't it?
Tomorrow.
tomorrow. So once this episode is released, window will be open.
Okay, so
Yay!
by the
Rumors
time
can stop being rumors.
exactly, so by the time we say it, it's probably official.
Well, rumors will stop being rumors until there are new rumors about deals being done because rumors lead to more rumors, and so there'll be surprise departures, and
Rumors on
Oh,
rumors on rumors. Rumors galore.
yay!
sure, whatever. All right, after rumors, we're gonna talk maybe a little bit about the All-Star game that's happening tonight. Skills challenge. Give us. I think everyone already knows. If you've been listening for the past couple of years, you already know our thoughts on the All-Star game. But we're gonna give them again for the everyone that's new. After that, we have the San Jose game this weekend. It's a hot game. There's a lot of hot opinions out there. We'll try to cover them to the best of our ability. And then after that, by the way, guys, I'm going to say this at the beginning so that way everyone stays until the end or skip to the end. The Instagram questions today are fire.
Ooh, I never look. I have access to the Instagram. I never look.
They're fire today. So be on your A game, Christian, because they're fire. That's it. We're gonna do all of that and maybe some more. Who knows? But without further ado, let's dive right into the games that happened last week. Marcos, give me your thoughts on either game, RSL's overall performance. What do you got?
Yeah, it was a typical RSL against Portland game. Playing on turf, we never do well on turf until the very end in those garbage minutes close to the 90th minute. But overall performance, Diogo stepping up when we needed him most. Beautiful assist by Ari. Can I get an applause for Ari and Diogo?
Applause. Yes,
You got to
yes.
say his name correctly, Giogo.
Diogo, thank you very much. No, but our backline was phenomenal in this game with Vera coming back, starting Glad, Hidalgo stepping in. And we have, of course, Kaliskin who moved up top because Ojeda was out in this game because of yellow card accumulation. But the guys that played their parts who don't normally play in those positions stepped up immensely, and I was rather impressed. Gozo, little rocky, little shaky in this game once again, but it was a much needed 3 points in a tough environment.
In fact, I don't think anyone was counting on. None of us counted on 3 points, did we?
No,
No, I think we all counted on ties.
correct.
But we understood that points were necessary, any kind of points. But three was pretty good. Christian, what do you got?
I thought, again, both games were good results. And here's the thing, something that I thought that was interesting. Longtime RSL fans know that MLS power rankings do not like RSL. They don't like us. I blame Sasha Question.
Yes,
But
every
the
time.
funny thing is after RSL lost to FC Cincinnati 1-0, we went up in the power rankings, which
Very
is a
interesting.
is a testament to how well the team played. I thought the team played very well and a little slow to start on the offensive side on the Cincinnati game, but once we got going, we had a lot of shots, not just shots, good looks, good opportunities. Celentano just had the game of his career,
Oh yeah.
and like hats off to him. You got to give him credit for such a good game. But RSL is playing well, and I think they should feel good about how they're playing. Disappointed, sure. Nobody likes to lose. That's just the nature of playing a game where you win, lose, or draw, like they say in Ted Lasso. Great show. You should watch it. Looking forward to season 4, by the way. But
Right, right.
um,
Sorry,
I
I'm going to interject there. I couldn't get into it. I couldn't get into
Alan
Ted
has
Lasso.
no
You have
soul, everybody.
you got bad taste. You have bad taste, Alan.
Guys, anyways, I couldn't get into it. Sorry. Sorry to disappoint. Ruined the whole podcast at this point.
Anyway, I thought the Portland game, we we did what was needed. We went up against a team that is statistically better than us and is famously dangerous at home. Like Portland, their home is a fortress. It is
Right.
difficult to pull any positive result. And the fact that we kind of controversially pulled out 3 points out of there, phenomenal.
I will say,
So,
Giogo's goal, that was a tough angle, and the fact that it wasn't up for goal of the week, that was it. That was disrespectful. Disrespectful. That assist from Ari to find him like that, beautifully, beautifully taken.
I'm not gonna lie. I was super impressed with the the subs, especially Ari. Ari, I think played.
mhm.
I think if I'm not mistaken, he played the best out of all the subs. He came on and just he lit it up so much that I don't I don't blame Pablo for wanting to put him as a starter in the Cincy game, which he also played really well in the Cincy game.
He
Yeah.
did.
I mean, I think maybe it wasn't like oof standout, but Ari did what he was supposed to do. Um, but if you look at the again the sub patterns in Portland, there was a lot of defending. Um,
Mhm.
even though you saw 90th minute Dom and Jesus come in, I mean that's 90 plus minutes. But um, I think it might have been due to we that's who was available. But overall, I am super happy with the way RSL is playing right now. They're very playing consistently above average right now, and that's good. That's really good for this team right now.
Yeah, it's a
Um,
lot of good momentum going on. Now we're talking about substitutions. Let's go to the Cincy game real quick. The sub that I feel made one of the biggest differences when he came onto the pitch was Emeka Nelly. Holy cow. Emeka was all over the field. And when I say all over, I would honestly, I want to see the heat map because he was all over. Marcos and I were looking at each other like, he is pushing high, but he would drop back.
yeah,
Humongous difference maker. Um, Stat that I mentioned to Christian when we were watching the game. First half, you notice RSL very MIA. We don't get our first shot until the 28th minute
Hmm.
when Noel just rips at top of the box. If for those of you who didn't watch the press conference from Pablo, that's something that Pablo mentioned. RSL moving forward needs to have the confidence, not be so timid and scared to be taking those shots because we've noticed that these past couple of games where they're looking for that diamond in the rough, that perfect shot where we need to be testing the defense, testing the
Hmm.
keeper more and more and more.
Because you look at Orellano's goal, which was a world-class goal. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
Rafa is the best keeper in MLS in our humble opinions right now,
Yeah.
but um, there's no way he could have stopped that. That
No.
was such a world-class goal.
yeah.
But that's what Marcos is saying. You gotta just try. Orellano saw the opportunity, looked up, and took it. That's one thing. If I have any criticisms right now of RSL, which is thankfully very, very, very few, I just wish the players would look up more
Yeah.
and look for their teammates to open up the play, look for crossing opportunities, because I think we would exponentially grow the amount of shots that we have on goal.
Yeah,
That's
it
it.
was
That's the biggest thing I want to see out of the team right now. Because
absolutely.
I'm loving the defending. I'm loving the attacking positioning that's going on. The passing is largely very good. Obviously, like Marcos said, to quote Marcos, which is weird to say, the back line is phenomenal right now.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's very frustrating, especially in this Cincy game. That first half, very MA. We didn't see first shot until 20th minute. But then it's in that second half where everybody's clicking, everybody's jiving. We see shots from Willie when he comes in, that beautiful shot. Shots from Giogo, a bicycle kick attempt from Luna. So like why are we not seeing that the full 90? It's not until the second half, and that's when everybody's just clicking and jiving.
I mean, Pablo has the same question as you because I mean, you look at the first half, we had 3 total shots, whereas the
Yeah.
second half we had 14. I mean, I think there was no reason why we shouldn't have won or we shouldn't have beat Cincy. I think Pablo even said that.
Yeah,
We
we should have at least gotten up a point.
at
Mhm.
least now with, between the two games. I have a quick lineup question. There was I can't remember if the Portland game had the same formation, but we saw a
Mhm.
4-4-2. So Portland we had 4-2-3-1 according to FotMob. I can't remember what
Mhm.
RSL put out, but against Cincy it was a 4-4-2.
Yep.
Correct.
Do you guys like the new look? Did you feel it any difference? Give me your thoughts.
It feels very similar, but
Mhm.
with that 4-4-2, it seems more, I guess, attack minded. We see Gozo push up more, whereas when it was that 4-2-3-1, it was similar. Gozo still is pushing up into that attacking role with Ari or Willie.
I think with the players that we have right now, the 4-4-2 fits a little bit more naturally because it allows for those to push forward those that need to push forward and those who need to fall back. One of the biggest things that I like about it is that it allows us better control of the middle of the field. When you have Pablo and Ojeda or Pablo and Emeka or Emeka and Ojeda, whoever the central mid is, it allows them to really control. And we see that it's forced our opponents to attack on the outside.
Yeah, and it seemed like that didn't favor Cincy whatsoever. I mean, they at least in the second half, we had them pinned a lot of the time with that, and especially
Mhm.
when you add in even though Peel didn't have his greatest game when he got subbed out, Willie stepped in and did a good job. Johnny when he came in, brother, that helped out a lot, and
Mhm.
so I think that might have been one of our better game, even though we lost. That might have been one of our better games and better strategic games. Um,
Of course,
eh,
the two frustrating things that take away from this game, of course, no Vera, no Alex moving into Saturday. Losing your two better defenders is a stab to the heart. But what Christian mentioned to me as we were leaving the press conference is, yes, we lost, but to only lose by 1 goal to one of the best teams in the MLS, that's something that RSL should raise their head up and feel confident moving forward.
I think if you compare it to what we were at the beginning of the season,
Yeah,
absolutely. Because
losing 4-0 first game of the season to San Jose to this is impressive.
Mhm.
and you can feel it, you can see it. This past month has been an absolute joy to
Delight.
a delight. It really has, and whatever the turn was, and especially because we've talked about it before, especially with Diogo making the shift, the turn, whatever happened in June, lights clicked on, and it's like he's playing a whole lot better. The Cincy game probably wasn't the best game. He was there, he contributed, but it's nothing compared to what it was like. Sorry, it was a lot better compared to what it was at the beginning of the season. Absolutely. Um. All right. I think that's good. I think we're happy with where RSL is at right now. So let's shift gears and see how RSL can improve even more. Well, we don't. There are transfer rumors floating around.
Ba
Okay.
ba ba ba.
Oh, that's the music for transfer rumors. Okay. All right. Didn't know that. All right. We're moving on with that. I like that. So we already know the rumors that have happened before, but let's talk real quick about the flop, the transfer rumor flop, with our Colombian friend, Leon.
We couldn't add another Brian. No Brian FC.
No thanks. We don't want a Brian FC. Apparently, we especially don't want a Brian FC after his ridiculous requests.
Come on.
Marcos, what were his requests?
Mr. Brian Leone, he was asking for a large house outside the city, a 3 high-end cars, and visas for his entire immediate family.
I don't mind one of those. The other two are ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. So it sounds like we're not going to pursue that. Yeah, that's a ridiculous request. But we do have a couple of rumors that have become more solidified, and then a new one. So yeah, ones that are solidifying. Um, we have Ruwan. Is that his name?
RWAN, Rowan.
Sure, Ruwan from Brazil. Where is he playing? He's playing in the
Bo-
Turkish.
no, no, he's Botafogo.
No, he is originally with Botafogo. He's on loan out in Europe, I think in Turkey. But he is an attacking player. Um, one that, if I'm not mistaken, he didn't score a ton of goals. He has scored. Yeah, come on, guys.
Decent, yeah.
Yeah. So, we have one attacker there. We have another attacker in Victor Olatunji.
With Sparta Prague.
With Sporting Prague, Sparta Prague, whatever. With Prague, he is a really good look.
Yeah,
Now,
after looking at highlights of Victor Olatunji, he brings speed, and more speed. He is a 6'3"
I was gonna
attack.
say size too.
6'3". So imagine a Matt Crooks but faster. So this guy brings the speed up top. Imagine him and Gozo up top together.
I like that.
And imagine our wingers like Diego, Diogo, Johnny, Dom,
Yes, yeah.
just like
What?
that.
Exactly. um, so that's one attacker. Rwanda, let me go back to him. You were right, Marcos. He is with Botafogo. But he's only scored 2 goals since his return to Brazil. Botafogo, obviously being the club where Savarino is right now, and
Hmm.
also one of our sister clubs. With whatchamacallit. I already forgot the group name. Um, that's gonna
Blitzer.
bug me now. Blitzer.
Blitzer.
Thank you. Blitzer group. So this again another striker. So then the question comes into play. Marcos was kind of asked me, and he was kind of frustrated, so I had to like tell him to calm down. He's like, "Why do we need so many flipping strikers? Why are we looking at so many strikers?" So I'll flip it back onto you guys, even though Marcos asked me the question. Maybe Christian, why are we looking at so many strikers?
I mean, we need someone who can finish. It's been inconsistent this season. And that's something that Pablo has said many times in the pressers that we've been in. It's like we just need to put it in the back of the net, and we need a true number 9. Love the effort that Diego, Giogo, uh, Sava, they've all put forward in creating goals and opportunities for the club. But we need someone who can just that's their job. We need a Chicho without the drama.
Yeah, literally a goal scorer. But here's the controversy. I think Ruan Cruz, he doesn't look like an absolute goal scorer. He's young, yes, but having only 2 goals this calendar year with Botafogo, and then with his previous team in 6 months, he had 11 goals. I mean, they're there, but I'm not sure if Ruan is actually. Do we know if there's any confirmation or any kind of
Transfer market's actually not showing it right now.
Yeah, out of the two players between Victor and Rowan, Victor I would take in a heartbeat.
Uh,
Whereas Cruz, he just seems like if we were to get him, just be a big flop. He doesn't bring much experience playing on the field, just very much of a come off the bench, garbage minutes. Whereas Victor, you look at he's got experience. He has goals scoring in the Champions League against teams like Man City, Inter Milan. So this guy has played in big stage moments.
To me, Rawan seems like somebody who's just gonna fill Nelson Palacios' spot,
No, but
like
Cruz is
on the
Cruz.
roster.
Oh, yeah, on the
Oh,
roster.
I thought you meant position wise.
I was like,
No, 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 no.
yeah. And also, if looking at Victor's market value on FOTMob, he's actually worth a lot less than Rowan, but has scored a lot more goals than him.
Hmm.
Though I'm going to put this into context and call me a negative Nancy, whatever you want. But in 2 years, he has scored 20 goals for Sparta Prague. So we're not talking like a high end goal scorer either. But so far, well, not so far. He ended this past season with 7 goals. Again, we're talking about someone who's played in 26 matches but only started 8, 7 goals, 8 yellow cards. Eh.
You also have to think about though, and gosh, I don't know why I'm being the pessimist today. Um,
Yay, pessimist! It's
no,
contagious.
boo, get out of here. No, you have to unfortunately give credence to where how RSL started the season, and with that performance, how difficult it would be for them to attract players to come play here.
I mean, you're not wrong. In fact, I would almost want to compare both these players to Anderson Julio, because Anderson
That's a good
Julio
comparison.
wasn't like a prolific goal scorer, but he scored consistent enough to give us an edge. Um, I don't think anyone that we're bringing in right now is, I know we compare it all the time, but Chicho. We're not talking about a guy that's going to score 15 plus goals in a season. That's just my opinion. Again, prove me wrong, but I think we're looking at Anderson Julio replacements with these guys.
But with Victor, I see him as more of a starter.
Hmm.
And I guess that's the next switch to this question.
Whereas with Cruz, I see him more of off the bench for a Giogo.
Which one? I think that Victor is the one that's supposedly closer to getting
Hmm.
officially signed. No
You look
official word yet.
on Victor's Instagram story that was up yesterday. You see that he's on an airplane. Obviously, it looks like he supposedly flying here to Utah. So it's looking like it's official, but not official. So
Watch him go to the Crappets or something.
Yeah, go somewhere else. It's like what the heck. But I did with
Steak.
with these two. One of them possibly might be confirmed. But if both of them were to come in, what does that mean for Peel, Willie, and Gozo?
Gozo, I don't see going anywhere because I feel like Pablo has seen so much potential in him that he wouldn't want to see that go anywhere. Whereas with Ari, I don't know. I could see someone like Ari being bumped down to the Monarchs to
Which is fine.
oh, absolutely more development for him.
I think
Or
he'd
even
be
a
a
loan spell.
I think he'd be a really good USL player. And I think that might actually boost him if he does it right. Might boost him up to be possibly, I don't know, U23 Australian national team starter, like consistent. I know
Oh
he's
yeah.
gone with them, but be consistent.
Yeah, whereas somebody like Willie, I think Willie will still stay on the first team because we see his experience from playing with KC, and then he'll be able to help younger guys maybe.
But we're also looking at Willie's contract being finished by the end of the season.
That's true.
So, and is Victor supposedly going to be a buy or is it a loan?
Victor's a buy. Cruz is a loan.
Okay. Because if that's the case, then Victor is the 9-9, whereas Cruz is going to be the kind of floating replacement, I think.
Well, if we're talking about other players that RSL is supposedly looking at, the last player that RSL is looking at, three MLS clubs are reportedly keeping an eye on Adriano Bertassini.
Mm.
LAFC, New York City FC, and RSL have allegedly made inquiries, but no concrete offers yet.
Now, this guy is the one everyone wants.
Hmm.
He currently plays in the Belgian league right now.
He's
And
the
this,
top scorer of the Belgian league right now.
Yeah, last season he had 32 starts, 21 goals, 4 assists. Um, This is your guy. By the way, he's not a tall dude either. He's about Marcus's size.
Ooh,
My
that's
my
small.
my size.
Size doesn't matter. Size doesn't matter.
How you use it.
Now there was
Anyway,
another.
anyways.
Oh, honestly, looking at him, uh, who wouldn't be happy to have a player like that?
Oh yeah. I mean,
Hoy, oh yeah,
oh yeah. Oh yeah.
oh
Like
yeah.
that's how excited I got. Oh yeah. Um
What's
Geez,
his
your mom's side of the family is coming out there.
what's his market value though?
4.4 million.
That's within our budget. I mean, the Millers are gonna have to spend a little bit more, which is gonna be a new experience for them. But I think that they'll realize if they pump out a little more money, it'll pay dividends, especially in soccer. In basketball, it's easier. I think it's easier to develop in basketball compared to soccer.
Well, yeah, you have a lot less people to have to control. You only have five at a time to
Yep.
control, whereas here you have 11, and all of them have different responsibilities. I mean, yeah, I think you're right.
No, but I think this one will be a very difficult grab for RSL going against a LAFC and against NYCFC. So we'll see.
Uh,
This
I don't know. I don't know
Hold
because
up there.
LAFC is going after Sung
Song.
Min,
Mm-hmm.
which that would be a massive signing. Like,
Yeah.
and
but going against NYCFC, we know that they're sister clubs of Man City. So
Meh.
the
Meh.
no
We're just giving them. Eh.
now
no
there's another rumor actually that I wanted to address that RSL apparently has interest in Fulham's U23
I
goalkeeper
was going to
as
mention
well.
that. Yeah, I saw this one yesterday. This one kind of shows if this one actually happens that McMath is slowly on the way out.
Slowly
Mm,
or out.
Is
I think he's out.
he's probably that's a career-ending injury, especially at his. It's not the injury; it's the injury and his age that do it.
But here's my question: why would you bring in that young and that inexperienced of a
Because
goalkeeper?
Kaffa only has maybe 1 or 2 seasons left in him.
About 1 year, he's about 35, 36.
I like Mason.
Yeah,
Mason is
and
good.
Mason needs a backup.
Yes, yeah, you're not wrong. Um,
We want to be like Chelsea. We want to sign at least 12 goalkeepers.
Wait, does that mean we're gonna win the CONCACAF Champions Cup and then the Club World
You
Cup?
best believe it. Like the more goalkeepers, the better on this team.
bro. But didn't we have like 9 goalkeepers at the beginning of the season? 7
We
or
did.
something like that?
We
Three
did.
three of them were like on trial or something
Yeah.
like that. It was a lot. But I don't know. I'll leave that one in the rumor mill as well. Meh.
Again, as of this recording, everything's still a rumor, nothing confirmed. We will see what happens when the transfer window opens. So, buckle up. It's gonna be a ride.
Nice job,
Marcos,
buckling
you're too small to ride on roller coasters.
That's what my mom says too.
Bro, not gonna lie, my son is. We went to a fair real quick. We went to a fair and he was too short for all the rides. He was pissed.
He is a little guy though.
Yeah.
He is.
But real quick, shout out to your son winning his first medal,
Woo!
his
Yeah,
first trophy.
yeah. Winning his first cup, his team won the Glory Cup, the U9 division, this upper division, whatever, silver, something like that. Anyways, yeah, it was a lot of fun. So congrats to him. We celebrated a lot. All right, guys. Next one is gonna be a topic that, meh, might be we might be split between a lot of the RSL nation. So
Mm.
MLS All-Star game. Let's just get it off our chest. All-Star game is useless. There we are.
It's
It's
an American tradition. They
unlike
say
any
we
other,
have no culture.
but we have an All-Star game.
In case you're wondering, at the time that we're recording this right now, it is halftime. MLS is up 1-0 over League MX.
Oh, who scored?
Sam Surridge, assisted by Denny Bwanga.
Well, that's
Honestly, I think with the MLS All-Star, doing MLS versus Liga MX is the second best version of this. Number one, East versus West.
always.
It should never have changed. But
This year's East West would have been baller.
oh,
You know what
would
they
have been
should do?
so good.
East West, and winner of that gets to host the MLS Cup.
Unless it's like New York, because it's gonna be all snowy.
No, but could you
or
imagine?
or
Like,
Minnesota.
I feel like if they were to do something like that, they would maybe take it more serious. Maybe.
Whoa. You can't say no to New York or Minnesota because what if New York or Minnesota, they're the top seed for the MLS Cup and they're hosting the game anyway?
And I'm already hearing the echoes. Someone in that's listening to this is gonna be like, "Well, didn't you hear that MLS is gonna go fall to spring schedule?"
Just had an ESPN notification pop up for that at the beginning of this saying that seismic change to the league calendar likely won't arrive until after the 2026 World Cup. So we still have another 2 seasons on this schedule, and hopefully it's still just a permanent schedule.
Yeah, so we'll see. Anyways, All-Star game. Luna's in it. Luna's
He's
probably
not
gonna be in
not
it.
not. We haven't seen Luna come in. 35th minute, we saw 7 subs. Luna was not one of them.
Well, better for us. I mean, I'd rather
Better
have
for
him not play that much and be out good for Saturday, but that's
I
just
did I
me.
did I did my over under on how many minutes I think Luna's gonna play. I said 15.
15 minutes. All right, that's a good practice. There is one part of this All-Star game that I do want to bring up that's not RSL related, so buckle up. Um, I do want to bring up the fact that Messi did not.
Ah,
Yeah, there we
ah.
go. Both of you guys
Yeah.
were like, "What?" So
Yeah.
Messi did not is not
That
participating.
that's why nobody's watching the game.
Well, probably, but do you guys agree with the league suspending him for a game? Supposedly, it's going to be a one-game suspension because he did not attend the All-Star game.
I just think that's kind of petty.
Yeah.
And I think that would be petty for anybody to be suspended because they didn't play in the All-Star game. Messi obviously is more focused on Inter Miami and actually performing in the league. He knows he's older, wants to avoid injury. So he's like, I'm honored, but I'm out.
Yeah, yeah, and I agree. I'm not going to expand on it anymore, but I do find it ridiculous that they were trying to force Messi to play in this All-Star game when
I
again,
wonder if he would have played him and Jordi Alba if they played like what 5-10 minutes if they still would have suspended him. It's just like how long? How long do you need to just stand there on the field?
yeah, I don't know. I don't know. But to Christian's point, the MLS All-Star game, an American tradition unlike any other.
I don't think it. I don't think it's. I'm not as negative about as you two are. I wouldn't miss it if they canceled it. I think that's how I feel about it. I was like, it's all right, but I wouldn't miss it if they canceled it.
I
Now
definitely don't look
that being
forward to it.
no, not I'm kind of neutral on it. That being said, how come Austin gets to host it before Utah?
We've hosted one.
We hosted
Did
it.
we? When?
2009. 2009.
Oh,
We had
2009,
Everton.
was it?
2009. We had Everton here, and that's when Tim Howard played for the team.
hmm. Oh, that's right, because they used to play against teams that would just spank the MLS All-Stars. Now they would put
Man,
up a
Man U.
much,
Yep.
much better fight. No, those were the so. Oh, I guess Man U did also do a preseason tour friendly against RSL a few years ago.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yep. Yeah.
I think those are more beneficial than the All-Star game.
Okay. I'm down with international friendlies all the
Yeah.
time.
Like let's get Barcelona to play RSL or who else what other team that we haven't had yet. But ooh, that's a good side question for y'all real quick. If we were to bring back the international summer friendlies against clubs against RSL, no repeats, who would you bring in to play RSL?
That's a really great question.
River Plate.
I would still do a European team just because we're in the
Let's
United States.
yeah, let's do European because they'd be doing their preseason.
Yeah.
Wrexham.
Wrexham, really?
RSL would beat Wrexham.
Um, I would do we already did an Italian team. We haven't done we did Real Madrid. A German team. We haven't
I was
done a
gonna,
German team
I was gonna say French.
So
We haven't done a French team.
also.
pick a team.
Leverkusen.
Okay. Marcos, you go French.
Let's go. Let's go Lille.
Lille. All
Okay.
right. All right.
Nice.
I like that. Lille is definitely better than PSG. And
Absolutely.
I mean, who wouldn't want to see the Champions League champions? But I definitely don't want to get wiped out either. I mean, look at all the other
Mhm.
people that have been wiped, except for Chelsea.
Right?
Interesting. All
Yeah,
right.
you see all the teams that are not playing in the League's Cup, they get to go play against European teams just like Philadelphia, these others, which is kind of cool. They during this little off
Mhm.
season, the 2 weeks of off season, they get a little more little scrimmage.
Oh yeah, that's actually kind of cool.
So come back out west.
Yeah,
We're
come
worth
back.
it. I'll buy you all fry sauce.
Yeah, and green Jello too. um,
Mm,
Christian
Marcos and Alan's mom will make green jello for all of them.
and funeral potatoes.
she
Woo!
probably would.
She makes such good food though. Uh,
Shout out to
your mom
Jennifer.
is she's a great cook.
Shout out to the RSL mom.
I mean,
um,
what about my mom?
is your mom an RSL mom?
No.
She is.
Oh, well, maybe
She
too,
make she makes
it's
good empanadas.
it's never too late to change families, Christian. What?
No.
Anyways, real quick, Christian did mention just a second ago offline that Diego Luna just came into the game.
He
Yay!
Yay!
he
At
did.
That's it.
halftime.
That's it.
Oh,
Yep.
Yep, that's it.
See,
oh.
Marcos, it's called paying attention.
Come on, brother. Pay attention.
I got the game here on my phone and it hasn't updated yet. So
Oh, brother. That's a slow phone you got there.
Seriously.
Upgrade your phone.
Upgrade to the Samsung Galaxy S24 Plus Ultra, which is
oh
last
there we
year's model.
oh now I got the update.
Now you got the update. Okay. All right,
Not sponsored. Please sponsor us.
please. All right, let's get into the hot topic game of the week.
Yay.
This one I know has a lot of opinions. Let's just address them, and we'll talk about the actual ins and outs of the game. So, RSL versus San Jose, part two of this season. Part one ended absolutely horribly. I think because yeah, we were in between CONCACAF Champions Cup games.
Well, I was gonna send you guys this screenshot, but I guess you guys can look it at your own phones. Look at the lineup from the first time we played against each other, played against San Jose to now. Obviously, we don't have Ayago anymore, but you look who played right midfielder, Wolf.
Did you send the? I don't
No,
see it.
he said look it up.
Oh,
Your help.
Well, back line, you have Alex, you have Justin Glad, you have PQ who was starting, and then that's when we had Javane Brown. But we had Wolf starting at right mid.
and
Very, very
and
interesting.
and,
Oh.
and Pablo Ruiz as the 10,
Oh wow.
which means we didn't have. Oh yeah, so Diogo didn't come in until 68th minute. Brian Vera and Anelli came in later in the game. That was just a really weirdly managed game.
Well,
Mhm.
that was a starting 11 based off of what was seen in the preseason friendlies, and that seemed to work really well.
A combo of that plus again we were playing against Herediano at that point, and we were
That's right.
yeah, that's why I said we were in between CONCACAF Champions Cup, so that's why Diogo wasn't starting, Vera wasn't starting, and Nelly wasn't starting. It's because they had just come off of a 0-0 draw in Costa Rica.
That's
So,
right.
um, this is going to be, I think, a whole new RSL.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
we look at this first time to now. I'm just like, wow, we have changed immensely
For the better too.
for the better. Absolutely.
Yeah, obviously. Let's talk about the elephant in the room, and then we can move on. Okay. So Chicho's coming back. All right. Um,
Mhm.
just give me your thoughts on that thought of Chicho coming back. Because I know I'm just gonna put this out there. There are people that are gonna hate on him,
Mhm.
boo him. They're just gonna throw insults for all the off field stuff that may or may not have happened because nothing has been official from the team. We'll leave it at that.
Yep.
What are your guys' thoughts on Chicho coming back? What are you guys' feelings on it?
Overall, great player. Great player. I love what he brought as a goal scorer for this team, being one goal away from breaking the record. We see what he's doing for San Jose this season. 11 goals already scored this season. Phenomenal. So I'm excited to see him come back. Definitely will give him a silent applause from upstairs in the press box.
Yeah, I mean, just like any player that who was a star that returns and left on a sour note, it's going to be, I think, bittersweet to see him. Definitely a lot of fans are going to boo him. I know there's a lot of talk of people wanting to boo him and bad chance and stuff. Honestly, I would discourage people from doing that. We don't want to bring a negative atmosphere into the stadium, especially with how good we've been recently. We don't want to spoil it by, you know, doing a chant where we're cussing out Chicho. Even if what was alleged was true, which again, like Alan said, neither confirmed nor denied, no matter how many, well, my cousin's boyfriend's ex-girlfriend's mom heard this from somebody who works as a janitor in the team, that it's official. Unless it's official, it's not official. And so we need to be the bigger squad. We need to be the bigger fans. And if you really want to stick it to Chicho, be loud, cheer for the team, and make it so that he can't think straight with how loud we're cheering.
Yeah. I bet there's a ton of emotions for him as well.
Hmm.
I'm pretty sure I'll take a guess at this. I'm pretty sure he would have wanted to stay if the circumstances would have allowed him. But that last half of the season just took a turn for the worse, and just it didn't look like there was any coming back from it. So, if you're gonna do exactly what Christian said, if you're gonna do all that stuff, then do it as he's a player. Don't ruin character. That's just my spiel. But to your point, we're on a good spell right now. Like we
Yeah.
need to cheer on this team. The RSL has a chance to really turn it around, and I think we're gonna make a playoff push. We
Yeah.
were talking
You
like
look
2 months ago.
Easy.
We were like not talking playoffs.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You look at the table right now. San Jose, ninth place, 29 points. RSL right behind them, 10th place, 28 points. So this has
With a
potential
game in hand.
with a
With a
game in
game
hand.
in hand.
Correct. This is a hot take from me, but this is my preview of the wild card match in the Western Conference playoffs.
Oh.
That's not too hot of a take though. And again, if we want to stick it to the Chicho and the Earthquakes, just revenge for earlier in the season, let's take that number 9 spot from them.
Oh yeah.
That's the best revenge I can think of.
Absolutely. Now let's talk a couple of positions now that have been kind of flip flopping. So let's talk about the striker position right now. So right now we're in between Willie and Ari. Okay, we saw. I think both of them start slow. And I
Mhm.
think both do well off the bench. So then the
Yeah.
question is, who who do you put in? Who do you think would go well against the San
I,
Jose defense?
I'd start Ari first.
Yeah.
It honestly it's a coin flip. They're both good. I would lean Willie because I want to start fast and go guns a blazing in this game.
I mean,
That's a fair take too.
Ari can. It's just, I think we're stuck with the Ari from the beginning of the season where he kind of just like, it almost seemed like he was jogging around up top because he was afraid to stab, get beat, or whatever. But the latest version of Ari, I agree with you. I would want that one starting as well. Um,
Mhm.
sorry, agreeing to
Not to
Christian.
discount what Willie's been.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Will's been great.
I'm not discounting Willie at all because Willie's been great. They've both grown in good way at the right time. Knock on wood. Like
Yeah, knock on wood
I
because
can't complain.
yeah, and especially when with rumors of new more strikers coming in, I bet you they want to obviously keep their job, so they're going to be playing lights out. Now, we've been pretty consistent. on the following three, or in the case of Saturday, it was a one up top and two on the wings. Do we see any changes? Do we see a Johnny Russell maybe come in?
I wouldn't mess with what's working.
I almost here's the thing though. I want to see I want to see Johnny play because of his influence. I've been seeing his influence, and I'm not gonna lie, maybe I'm getting converted. I'm getting
Well, yeah, well,
converted to Johnnyism.
in that Cincy game, when we had Johnny, when we had Willie, we saw that
Mm,
connection. We saw that
that's true.
cross over to Willie. They read each other so nicely. Something I was gonna ask you guys. Obviously, we have no Vera, no Alex. Do we see a PQ Jay Glad backline together?
Yes.
And then Sam over there on that left side?
That's the only lineup that makes sense to me.
And I'm trying to scratch my head and figure out if there's any other way to not put PQ in. I mean, the only reason why I'm questioning is
Well,
because
the
you're
only
gonna
the only
go
oth- the
against
only
Chicho and Martinez.
the only other
Yeah.
option I could think of is have Bodie play as a center back.
We've done it. We've survived.
Or do we do a Meccanelli as a center back?
That's already
That's
you're
that's crazy talk now.
that's ridiculous. How can you do that? Um,
Like
fine.
this.
I won't throw it. I won't throw it absolutely out, but I'm putting it off to the side very
But you're
far.
like, how dare you?
How
How
dare
dare you?
you?
No, that is a matchup I was looking forward to, honestly. A Vera going against Chicho,
Oh,
that would have been spectacular, just going head to head, the clash of the Titans. But no, no.
Road. I think well, even Vera going up against Martinez, like Vera going up against
mm,
any one of his countrymen, or with Martinez's case, his next door neighbor, but um, that would have been absolutely amazing to watch.
Yep,
Um,
yeah.
I I wonder how Glad is going to take on Chicho and Martinez. I think Chicho has Glad in his back pocket, unfortunately, but. But here's the positive. I know you guys are looking for it. I think Chicho has gone a lot slower in the past year.
mm,
S-
interesting.
Slower, yes, I can see that, but being able to take chances and finish them, no, no, he hasn't
We,
slowed down there.
I mean, if we can do to Chicho what we did to Evander,
Yes, we shut down Evander and thank heaven. I mean, didn't shut him down completely, but definitely had someone on him all the time, and it threw him off enough to not score, not assist. And that's what we need to do for Chicho and for Martinez.
hmm
Yeah, you look at San Jose, this is the second game back for Espinoza.
Oh, that's right, Espinoza too.
Espinoza's coming back from injury. And something that I was looking at that really caught my eye, the past two times that San Jose has played here in Utah, Espinoza scored.
Oh,
Man,
why'd you have to say that?
rude.
Yeah,
Rude,
last year San Jose came here and played in Utah. They won 2-0. Espinoza scored. 2023
Rude. Stop it.
2023 when they came
Stop
here,
it.
we won 3-1. Espinoza
Stop.
scored.
Stop it.
stop
Stop it.
it.
Stop it right now. I know where you live.
I do, I do too. That's true. Um, that's actually very interesting. Did he score
And he
both?
scored he
No.
scored the 4-0 this season too.
Oh, shut up. So now you're saying that oh man. Well, so not only do we have to look out for Chicho and Joseph Martinez, but Christian Espinosa apparently um owns RSL for the past couple of times.
All I'm saying is San Jose has a three-headed monster, and you got to shut them down ASAP.
Yeah, that's not a good three-headed monster to, at least for
Stop
us.
it.
Stop, you're really on that. But listen to this. I have good news. It's literally just Chicho and Martinez. You take away those two, that's 20 of their goals. You
That's
take
true.
away those two, their next highest goal scorer has 4 goals. So there is a lot of hope. There's a lot of chance.
So you're saying there's a
I'm saying
chance?
there's a large chance. In fact, according to FOTMob, the little the poll, RSL's up 56% to 29%. People are starting to have faith. People are starting to have faith. Now, the question is, do you have faith? Which
What?
means
It's
prediction
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 time.
time.
time. Choo-choo-choo-choo!
Okay,
Yay.
Christian, give me it.
All right. I'm gonna be optimistic. Again. 3-1 RSL.
Oh, that's really optimistic. Margos.
1-1. 1-1 draw.
Oh, that's the opposite of optimistic. Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna do a 2-1. This is a 2-1 RSL. This one's gonna be a hard fought one. And we're gonna spoil Chicho's return because we have to and we want to. And we have to be on a good roll before going into Leagues Cup. How about that?
Absolutely.
Good.
Absolutely.
Okay. Like I mentioned at the very beginning, the Instagram questions today
Ooh.
are absolutely phenomenal. So, one, thank you to everyone that participated because without you, we wouldn't get these absolutely wonderful questions. And hopefully, our answers will live up to the quality of these questions. So, without further ado, Instagram questions.
We've answered some of these already, but we'll repeat a few of them, but that's okay. First one for the night. How will/should fans welcome Chicho back to America First?
Be the bigger man. Don't be negative.
Welcome him back as an opposing player.
But
Boo him and insult his dog, but
But
just
anything
be classy, San
and
Diego.
anything vulgar of that nature, let's not. Let's not. Let's keep it. Let's keep it level, everybody.
unless you've had a couple of beers, then whatever, doesn't matter.
Absolutely.
Next
Absolutely.
question.
Next question. If there was a movie for one RSL player over their entire history, who would you want it to be about?
Ooh, I know.
Christian, who would you want?
Kyle Beckerman.
That's funny. I was thinking the same thing.
Because you would follow him from, starting out east, making it to Colorado, and then get traded to, and quoting Kyle Beckerman, to one win Salt Lake. Are you kidding?
Yep. If I were to do a couple of other ones, obviously Nick Raimondo would be a good one. Javi would be a good one, especially with his long trajectory from Argentina. He even played in Spain, then out to MLS, and now he's a coach. So Javi has a really long that one you could fill up a whole documentary.
And then, and to play any of these characters, obviously there's only one choice: Terry Crews.
All right, I'm down.
I'll go with Luna because I think his progression from where he started USL, a no-name kid, to now being face of the national team, All-Star. I think it's a nice story.
Also played by Terry Crews.
Also played by Terry Crews. I mean, there's a bunch of them. Like you could even throw in a Brian Dunseth, Andy Williams. Like why not?
Yeah.
I
I was
mean,
thinking Jason
Jason
Kreis,
Kreis.
his story of being the first 100.
yeah. I mean, there's a ton. I mean, yeah, there's a ton.
Thank
Next
you.
one.
Are we getting the players we need to finish out the season strong?
Eh,
Um, what I think we're getting is positions that we've needed to fill. Will it get us to where we need to? That obviously, in the words of Pablo, it depends on the team. If they want to, they'll do it.
Yeah, it obviously depends on how well they jive, they communicates, and
Mhm. And also that depends on your definition of where we need to be.
Where do you want to be?
I mean, ideally, everybody would love for us to win the MLS Cup. More
Why not?
realistically, at this point, I mean, why not? But more realistically, make the playoffs.
ideally, I want to get out of the first round of the playoffs.
That
Also,
would be ideal.
That'd be another ideal situation. But I think they can get us to where fans are expecting RSL to be every year, which is at least playoffs plus after first round.
We should be one of the top teams in the West consistently. When I say top, I mean top six
Yeah,
consistently.
that's a good realistic goal.
I mean, we should. I mean, that put us top 12 at least
Hmm.
in the whole league at least. I think we have been that caliber. And this season is an exception to that rule. Maybe like 5 years ago it was another exception. So I think we are consistently top. It just we always seem like the bottom of the top. One day we'll be top of the top.
Progression. It's gonna get there. Next question. The one thing I like about Austin is that the fans yell "Stu" when he comes out or when he gets a big save. I petition that all RSL fans yell "Brawl."
Bro, for
Is that the
us?
what's the question?
No, they're just mentioning that,
Oh.
that RSL fans need to do that.
I
We
really
gotta we need our own traditions. We can't steal from somebody else.
well, I mean, I know none of us are BYU fans, but early 2000s BYU football, Luke Staley, everyone would yell Luke. And we also had a Luke Mulholland here. I think we should do something with Luna.
We still have
Luna.
a Luke Mulholland. He's one of our scouts now.
No, but I do like that tradition that Austin does. It's a cool tradition, but to your point, Alan, we need something different. We can't be stealing people's stuff. So
I said it, not Alan.
I'm over
Yeah,
here giving, yeah. But
the other bald guy.
Hold on,
I see it.
let me hide it in the green screen here.
There you go. Oh my gosh. No, but I really think we should do a Luna or something like that.
Or just
But
go, oh.
or oh, there you go, howling to the moon. That's
we have a wolf and a moon, so
we do. All right. Anyways, that's that'd be fun.
yeah. Next question: what are your expectations for Leagues Cup? Will we even get out of the group stage? Well, first off, there is no group stage for Leagues Cup, so joke's on you.
So yes,
Someone ain't paying attention.
we already did.
Um, expectations. Very very rough overview of my expectations. Out of our three games, I think we're gonna get 2 wins. Or we probably could get 2 wins at
We're
least.
beating America.
Shut up. We're not doing that.
I mean,
Maybe.
the way we've been playing, not impossible.
If I can get a good solid win Saturday, I'm gonna be more confident.
Hmm.
Because right now America is sitting up top in Liga MX, but I think they're like six or something like that.
Didn't they just lose to Toluca twice in a row, though?
They did just lose.
But Toluca is up at the very top.
Yep.
True, but yeah.
Anyways, but yeah, that's
No, I think this time in Leagues Cup, we'll obviously talk about next week more, but this will be a time where we learn about RSL more as how deep is the squad? Who's going to show up?
we have the possibility of getting out of the the first phase.
Yeah, the round robin.
The round robin. I really think we have a good chance if we're playing our cards right, if we're playing the way that we've been playing lately. I think we need to put all hands on deck for Leagues Cup.
Definitely. Next question for you guys. This one's brought to you by a San Jose fan. So, San Jose fan here.
Ooh.
Do you think Chicho needs to celebrate if he scores?
Absolutely.
I think if he wants to be the bigger person, he'll do a small celebration, but keep it small. Just like and that's it. If he
I
goes overboard, that would be too much.
but the thing is, his celebration is actually pretty personal. It's not like it's literally just a
I think just doing that would be fine, but not going out and like
jumping
jumping on
fist.
his teammate. Yeah, and just like keep it small, keep it classy-ish, and that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even be mad if he just went,
Look, I think I'd be fine with if he scores and kind of not even like ask for forgiveness or whatever. If he just goes up to a camera and just does his little whatever is sticking out of the tongue thing
And walks away.
and walks away.
Mhm.
That's it.
I'm
Let's
like,
just move on.
let the players celebrate. They score. Let them do their thing. So
Also, this is probably absolutely a different opinion from everyone else, but I think everyone might be a little too attached to Chicho. We only had him for a year and a half. I mean,
But
it's
what a year and a half.
but
yeah,
what a
but
year and a half.
he
But
brought goals.
yes, but it's like this isn't like a club legend,
Could have been.
Could if
and I
he was
think that's
he
where
was
people are stuck.
he was one goal away from being a club legend.
It's
Guys,
true.
let's take that backpack off. It what could have been is done.
That's true.
Akuna
You make
Matata.
you make good points. You make good points.
I will say this though. He looked way better in an RSL jersey than he does in a San Jose jersey.
Amen.
And that's not a dig against him. That's a dig against San Jose's designers.
The absolutely horrendous jersey.
Oh my gosh.
Next question.
What is the single best seat in America First Field?
Any of them?
No. I think there are. I
No.
will tell you from last week how I spoke. That is not the best seat in the house.
I'm gonna have to say my, I guess, single best seat. I'm gonna go upper deck, middle, first row.
Mm,
You get a good view of the whole field.
Mhm.
put me at midfield, like right where
Mhm.
the word salt is.
Yes.
And the first 5 rows.
Yes. Agreed.
That's the perfect spot because it's not too close to goal, but it's close enough where it's like you're not like oh what happened? What scored? Who scored?
Don't you want to be on the west side though, so you're not in the sun?
I'm assuming that everything's at sundown. But last week when I was at the front row of the supporters group, or the 2 weeks ago, sorry, the ball was on the other side, the goal scored on the other side, and I was like, I'm looking through the net, I'm like, what's
Mhm.
happening? And I had to
That's
watch the
fair.
jumbotron. I mean, that's not a way to watch the game.
Yeah, I agree with Alan. Like if you look at my green screen background,
The A and salt.
uh, uh,
Yeah, there you go.
right there.
The A and salt. There you go. So, next question.
Last and final question of the night for you
Oh,
guys.
Oh,
Does the addition of a new 9 change the way you look at the end of the season?
of course. Are they talking in general or for RSL?
think for
RS,
RSL.
RSL.
Or I mean,
RSL.
hopefully for the positive.
Yeah, the ones that we've already mentioned, I think have a really good possibility of doing great things for RSL. Now it's just making sure that they do their job, RSL integrates them enough to do our job, and we all live happily ever after.
Yeah, it all comes down to how much do these new players, whoever comes, wants to represent this crest on their chest because the team is the star.
Absolutely. Whoo-wee! Guys, that was a lot. And again, as always, if we didn't do it justice, let us know. Ask us our opinions afterwards. But thanks for listening, and I'm super excited for this Saturday's game. Oh,
7:30 kickoff. We got fireworks again, guys. Fireworks are back.
woo, that's right, fireworks. So
I looked out the window and what did I see?
Fireworks were
Fireworks on
popping.
for RSL. We
what?
I,
I
li-
don't
I
know.
like I like it. I like it.
Oh my gosh! All right, guys. Then let's finish this off as we always do. Marcos, take it away.
If you guys are not ready, head over to TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter. Follow us at the RSL Bros. If you're not already, follow us, and listen to us wherever you catch your podcasts on Apple and Spotify, and watch us on YouTube.
That's a lot. We grew one more social media, guys. So TikTok is available.
It's popping too. It's a good time.
It's great. All right, guys. See you guys Saturday.
See
See
you
ya,
on
see ya, see ya.
Saturday. Bye.
Bye.